class. If you watch my videos, I hope that one thing you gain is a respect for other people's processes and wishes when it comes to how and why they choose to form their locks. There are groups of people who are maybe what we would refer to as purists. Maybe they're Rastafarian, maybe they're devout to the Hindu religion, maybe they're devout Christians. Whatever their belief system is, they tend to want to take a path of allowing their hair to lock up in exactly the pattern that it chooses to lock up without any force, manipulation, tearing apart, cutting apart, etc. Now, the client that you're about to see is someone who wanted to take the path of freeforming with her dreadlocks. She was just feeling like maybe she needed a little check-in with me to take a look at how it's going and see if it worked. What you're going to find is that a lot of people who have a smoother texture of hair, their dreadlocks are going to lock from the bottom up. This also can happen with really curly hair as well, but the free-forming will take place on the bottom where the hair is most unhealthy or tangly or toothy. Like, let's say a hair shaft goes from just being a long, smooth hair shaft to having a split end. Those splits on the end are going to grab onto one another and link up, and then as they tangle, they're going to start sort of bunching up towards the top, and you end up with this kind of clump at the bottom of your hair. Now, when I make dreadlocks, I'm always trying to form from the scalp down because we want to have some kind of grid pattern that goes with the natural flow and cowlicks that people have at the top of their head. If you don't take those things into consideration, you end up with what we've seen a lot, which is these large sections. They cause hair loss, they cause discomfort, they cause dreadlocks that are too big, that are trying to split, and it's, something down the road that ends up having to be fixed. So when a dreadlock is going to be forming from the bottom up rather than from the scalp down, then you're going to definitely end up with those issues because the dreadlock is not being informed by the scalp. It's being informed by the bottom, and the bottom is old hair giving bad information, right? So it's a bad place to be informed from. So anyway, what we noticed from her dreads, and you'll see it as I followed the clump to the root, what was happening there was not making any sense. And so I said, let's go ahead and get these sectioned properly for you if you want. That would be my suggestion. And I'll kind of establish a little bit of base at the root. And then what will happen is, I'll put a little back comb on it to kind of keep it together. And then from there, you can allow it to do what it wants to do naturally. And that would be my only encouragement or manipulation in this process. And she was totally open to that idea, and she felt confident that I would be a good guide for her. And at the end of the day, that is all I am, is a guide on other people's dreadlock journeys. And for that, I'm grateful. Thank you.